Hi, I'm Chase Stokes.
And I'm Madeline Klein.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's JD.
Hi, guys. It's Rudy Ponko.
I'm Madison Bailey.
And this is our Wired
Autocomplete
interview.
Rudy, just say it.
It's lagging.
I did it.
Lagging. It's Christmas.
Does Madeline Klein
Yes.
have siblings? No, I do not. I am an only child. Does Madeline Klein have Instagram? I sure do. You can find me using the search bar and at Madeline Klein, which is my name. Does Madeline Klein have a YouTube channel? I sure don't. Most forms of social media stress me out, and the thought of making videos of myself also stresses me out.
Even though she's an actress for a living.
How did Madison Bailey and Mariah Linney meet? Aw, that's adorable.
We met on TikTok. She made a TikTok, shouted me out, was like, hey, basically, I think you're cute. And I saw it. That is how we met. And then messaged her from there on out.
Love story as old as time.
It's like, I would love to say anything but TikTok, but like, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. You can embrace it.
How did Madison Bailey Rudy Ponko meet?
The very next question is, how did me and you meet? We met on the airplane on the way to Charleston when Rudy had already booked Outer Banks and I was going there to audition.
How did Madison Bailey become an actress?
An actress.
So suspenseful.
I'm the youngest of 7 kids, so I guess you could say I was born into it. I've been putting on a show since 1999. No, I just started taking classes and stayed committed to it and eventually booked. And
Talent.
Bang.
long story short, I don't know.
Now for the fourth is how did... Oh. It broke.
How did
How did
Madison Bailey?
Madison Bailey?
Is there not more to that question? Is it just how did Madison Bailey? Wow.
How did?
How old? Oh, it looks like it says how did Madison...
It does say how old.
How
We
old
can't-
Wait, that's to
Madison...
the point. How old Madison
How
Bailey?
old Madison Bailey?
Madison Bailey is 22 years old, currently.
Oh.
It's my turn.
Do you want to hold it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is Chase Stokes' real name? It is James Alexander Chase Stokes.
But were you ever, like, James, like, did that ever switch?
No, like if you say James in my general direction, I will not answer. Well, like in high school and stuff, it was James Alexander Stokes on all the roll call sheets. So I had a really hard time explaining to my teachers that my name wasn't actually on there. So a lot of teachers who didn't believe me, and that's partially because I was not the best student in high school and college. So, you know, it felt like I was immediately trying to cause problems. But in reality, I was just trying to give them my name. So joke's on you, teachers. What is Chase Stokes' middle name?
Alexander Chase?
Yeah, good job. Wow, that was fast.
You got 2
I got a double whammy middle name. What is Chase Stokes' favorite color? Well, that changes quite a bit. I'm a very inconsistent person. Right now, I kind of like this mint green that I'm going with.
It is nice.
I do like a mint
It's
green.
a nice color.
What has Chase Stokes blanked?
Splinked?
Acted in.
Oh.
I said blanked because it was a blank. I was also in Stranger Things. I was in a show called Tell Me Your Secrets, which is on Amazon. I was in this show called The Outer Banks, which is on Netflix. What phone does Chase Stokes have? I have an iPhone. What model? I don't know, because technology and I, not very good. What frat was Chase Stokes in?
You were in a frat?
No, I wasn't. So that's a very interesting question. I never did Greek life. I don't think I could keep a GPA to allow me to do Greek life. So, no frat boy.
Do you have to keep a GPA to be in a sorority?
That's how much I know about frats.
All right, guys. This one is for Does Rudy Ponko.
Does Rudy Ponko? I got you. Does Rudy Ponko have any siblings?
Yes, 2.
2
Nice.
brothers.
What are their names? Why'd you say their names?
That's personal information.
Oh, it's personal information.
It's clear. You have to have
You
personal.
don't want. Oh, clearance. Well, I know your
Security
brothers.
clearance.
Does Rudy
Does Rudy
Ponko
Ponko have blue eyes? than the Caspian Sea. All right, Rudy. Does Rudy Ponco have a tattoo? Is what I think that's supposed to say. Have a tat?
No, I do not have one. However,
would you get one? Would you get a little?
Oh, however, no. However, I get it.
Oh, I see.
Stay tuned.
I see. I smell what you're stepping in. Does Rudy Ponco watch anime?
Damn straight.
Come on, we watched anime together.
Cowboy Bebop, baby.
Remember that time we bought those matching Cowboy Bebop shirts, Rudy?
Yeah.
Completely,
Yeah.
Like we didn't do it on purpose. Like we just walked in and like, oh, I also bought that shirt.
Yeah.
And I was
we
like,
went in
from the
two
GameStop.
separately different times, and we walked into the same store, and it was the same exact shirt.
Where, Madeline Klein? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Where was Madeline Klein born? I was born in the town of North Charleston, South Carolina. Where does Madeline Klein shop? I enjoy Goodwill trips. I like to go to vintage stores. Big fan of Crossroads in LA. I like Wasteland. Any sort of used clothing stores, kind of. That's my
Scent of a good used t-shirt.
Where is Madeline Klein?
Here.
Now. Right here. Undisclosed location.
Found you. That's dumb.
Where did Madeline Klein go to college? So I went to college for a hefty 6 weeks at Coastal Carolina University. I dropped out right before midterms, so I'm pretty sure all my teachers thought I just didn't want to take tests. It was best excuse ever. That was cool. One time I also fainted in class. I did, and everybody got out of class early, so y'all are welcome.
You're the real MVP.
Where did Madeline Klein study acting? I haven't formally studied. I took some classes in LA, I took some in New York, but it was never like a formal getting your BFA or something. I've never done that before.
All right, JD.
How old is Jonathan Davis?
I'm 21. 21.
21. How tall is Jonathan Davis? Pretty tall.
I'm like 6 foot 6'1", 6'1" in some shoes on a good day.
A good height. Is that what you slate with? 6'1"?
No, I slate with 6 foot. I slate sometimes, depending on the part, I'll slate with 5'10".
How?
How did Jonathan Davis?
How did Jonathan Davis?
There we go. Get into acting.
How did Jonathan Davis get into acting?
When I was little, I was like, 9, 10 years old. I used to watch a lot of movies just with my family, and I used to watch all the bonus features, like all the extras and everything. I just really, really liked the idea of being a part of that process. And, slowly I found I kind of had a knack for it from, 10 years old up. I always wanted to be an actor. I used to have the first Spider-Man movie on DVD. And I used to watch the mess out of how they did all the stunts. And the other one was a movie that also inspired my friend here, Rudy Ponco. I think he knows the exact movie I'm talking about. The 2003 Peter Pan movie.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Dude, we talked about that.
Dude, yeah.
That was another movie I had when I was a kid that just was on DVD. You had 5 movies total in my house.
Peter Pan and Spider-Man both molded me and JD, that's for sure.
Does Chase Stokes?
Do you want to pull it?
Yeah.
Yeah, pull away.
I guess we're starting with this one.
Does Chase Stokes have a tattoo? I do. I have a smiley face right here. And then I have this little guy, which is my grandmother's signature. It says Love Joan. And then this is a dove of a dove. It's a dove. No, a dove is always signifying that somebody's watching over you. So when she passed, this was the last letter that she wrote to me. So I had a tattoo artist sketch it on my skin. So that's that. And then this is just Frank.
We named him Frank.
Okay, next one, the top one. Uh-oh. Does Chase Stokes have siblings? Yeah, I've got a Brady Bunch full of siblings. I have 4 siblings, and then I have 4 step siblings as well. Christmas is fun.
Does Chase Stokes?
Does Chase Stokes dye his hair? Yeah, I do, sometimes. I've gone blonde. I'm darker now. This is more of my natural color. And then for the show, I do some nice little sun-kissed highlights, which actually naturally come during the summer if I get in the sun a lot. So I usually don't have to retouch it because they just naturally come out. So.
Does Chase Stokes actually surf?
Actually, I do. I do surf. I do enjoy surfing. We actually had a good time in Barbados because, if I'm allowed to say this, we stayed in Barbados and shot part of season 2. When we weren't quarantined, we were able to go out and surf. We had an awesome break right out front of our hotel. So the little chances I did have to go out and surf, took advantage of it. So, and I grew up in Florida, not too far from Cocoa Beach. So that's where I started. It's a special place in my heart.
This one on Google search is Outer Banks?
Is Outer Banks a book? So no, it's an original idea. However, there was a little lawsuit a while ago when this English teacher said that Outer Banks was based off of a book he wrote called, and I quote, Blackbeard, a Pirate's Treasure. I think that's what it is. Blackbeard, a Pirate's Treasure.
Shout out.
Safe to say, no, it's not based off of that book. It's the original idea, written by Shannon Burke, Josh Pate, and Jonas Pate.
Is Outer Banks
based on a true story?
Yes and no.
Yes and no, right? It's based off of a real place, and like and the Royal Merchant's a real shipwreck, right?
Yeah,
but
yes, it's not called the Royal Merchant though. Yeah, I went looking for it. It's not there anymore.
Is Outer Banks?
This is gonna be a nice.
Outer Banks.
Oh,
what does
come
it say?
Oh gosh.
Is Outer Banks a city?
A city?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little island city off the little island town off the.
It's a region.
Carolina. You can visit it. It exists.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Correct. Now
coming back with season 2.
Yeah, we are.
Why? Yeah, it is.
damn
Yes, it is.
straight. All right.
Is Outer Banks?
Outer Banks.
Filming now.
That is sadly.
No, not right now. But probably when you looked it up, it was.
Is Outer Banks looking
for
oh gosh.
Oh,
extras.
Extras.
I'm not good at this.
Currently, no.
Currently not filming.
Because we're not filming.
Outer Banks questions.
I've got a pointer stick now.
Oh, nice.
Why Outer Banks? Why?
Why? Why?
It's a very existential question.
Why?
Okay, well, this is why we can't have nice things.
I'm sorry.
Why is Outer Banks a good... Okay.
Okay, here. Look at that.
Hold it.
No, I
Maybe if you lick it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
It's like a
Why
envelope.
is Outer Banks a good show? I feel like that's one of those kind of DIY situations where you watch the show and, you know, kind of figure out why it is a show.
Should you just call Outer Banks a DIY show?
Build your own adventure. I feel like you should just watch a show and make your own opinion because everybody has one. And if you watch it, maybe you like it. Yeah. Maybe you don't.
It has a lot of really good messages behind it. It talks a lot about friendship and being present for the people around you. And I think we do a really good job of giving an authentic take on the teenage experience and not shying away from a lot of things that I think society doesn't want to talk about. The
camaraderie on and off screen is definitely my favorite. What's really cool about it is everybody kind of has a bit of their character in them. Pope's what comes straight from JD. That's all him. He's so incredibly quick and hilarious. Rudy's just so good with physical comedy, which really, really brought JJ to life. Bailey's hilarious. Like on set, you know, the boys would be doing something ridiculous and Bailey would just be...
She'd be like, can you guys stop?
Not mad. Maybe a little disappointed. Yeah. Okay, next question. Why is Outer Banks scary? See, I wouldn't say...
There's some scary parts.
Really?
Yeah. Miss Crane scared me last year.
Oh, Miss Crane was scary. But that's the only thing that's scary?
I think...
It's suspenseful.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Why...
Blank.
Visit the Outer Banks. I just think you should. There's a lot of really great putt-putt golf. The beaches are beautiful.
There's some really big sand dunes. I would say 9.5 out of 10. Not 10 out of 10 because mosquitoes.
We actually don't shoot in the actual Outer Banks, so this was a little bit of a trick question. We shoot in Charleston, which is very similar to the Outer Banks, but in South Carolina versus North Carolina. Why is Outer Banks rated TVMA?
Are we rated TVMA?
I think because there is a tad bit of violence.
There's some fights.
There's some drug and alcohol related content, and there's a couple hot and heavy scenes. Ish.
Ish.
Very low on the hot and heavy scale,
I've-
but I think they still fall under that category.
I still can't believe we're rated TVMA.
Yeah.
I hope we did actually answer your questions and you know a little bit more about all of us.
Thank you guys for watching. See you soon.
We will.
Possibly.
Hope so.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.